Raging Gale by James Ryan. Read by the author. Part the 8th. Hope decides her fate. And if I choose not to? Hope asked, with every effort she could bring from within her to look strong in the face of her adversaries. What you mean by that? The captain asked sharply. Well, what if I decide that I will do neither for you? The captain showed Hope how much more strength she had within herself by quickly turning cold. Are ye sure ye be wanting to take that tack, lass? She asked, as her eyes narrowed to a point finer than the one on her sword. And have you lose your promise of 7 stone in gold? We be needin' gold less than we be needin' room aboard ship. If ye do neither and decide by default on being shark bait, then ye and your remaining baggage, she pointed her foot at Hope's cittern, can follow the rest of ye belongings into Davy Jones's arms. Hope tried to look solid in the face of the captain, but inside she felt herself crumble under the woman's hard gaze. "You have but 2 choices to make before morning," said the captain as Osai motioned to some men. "But if ye be sticking to that third one, you won't need a meal in your gullet before we cast ye off." As the captain finished her threat, a crewman with short brown hair rang a bell on the quarterdeck, and members of the crew not currently working the ropes, decks, or tiller, assembled where the men Osai dispatched came up from the hold. Brown bottles in 3 cases, sacks of hard white breads like stones, and slabs of dry meat were brought up and put on the deck. "Mr. Combo, begin the pork ration," Osai ordered, and the man who had rung the bell took out a large knife and started to slice the meat as though he were cutting pieces off a loaf of bread. Each man was also handed a hardtack, and each recipient proceeded to pound it a few times on the deck before biting into it. "Be mindful," announced the captain, "that if there ne'er be a rumbullion ration aboard ship, that if ye take so much that one goes without, that ye be bringing bad blood between you and a sober sailor." The crew that stood in line after they got their meat did some grumbling, but still helped themselves to just a single small tankard of the brown liquid found in the bottles. Hope realized too late that the captain watched her eyes widen a little at the prospect of food. The captain took double helpings of all and sat beside her. "I thought I wasn't getting a last meal," Hope said. "Not if ye be going to the drink, lass," he said. "I'll not be wasting food on shark bait." Hope looked squarely at the captain to size her up, to see if she meant any of what she said. Hope sighed after assessing her, and with resignation put out a hand to receive her meal. The captain said nothing, but raised a tankard of rumbullion as a toast. Hope sipped her drink, and wondered if she was being done in any way through strong poison as the liquor burned her mouth. Thank you for taking this moment with me. If you want to keep up with new chapters as they get posted, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon for notifications for when pieces go up.